Hello, all. My thoughts on censorship can easily be summed up by one paragraph from the National Arts Educators Association's position on censorship and the arts. That statement is: the individual has the right to accept or reject any work of art for himself or herself personally, but does not have the right to suppress those works of art to which he or she may object or those artists with whom he or she does not agree. The free individual and the free society do not need a censor to tell what should be acceptable or unacceptable, and should not tolerate such censorship. All censorship is contrary to democratic principles. And I wholeheartedly agree with that statement. And as an arts administrator, I feel that much of our responsibility is to help artists present works that may challenge social issues, provide opportunity for change, and offer a voice of expression to those who may have not yet found their voice. Much of this would come down to the mission of the organization that we are leading. What has the organization set out to do for its community through its mission? How can its programs foster community outreach? I think a major goal of any arts administrator is to ensure that you are working to preserve the works of an artist, as well as providing a vessel for constituents to experience the vision of the artist. One thing that I think could alleviate some controversy around certain questionable programs is providing full disclosure of what a show, exhibit, or performance may contain prior to the audience experience, giving them the opportunity to better be informed about what they are about to witness or decide to forego the experience altogether. Looking at a potential censorship experience within my own personal professional life was when I worked at the Lexington Arts and Cultural Council. We had an organization that is now defunct, but they were a thriving organization at the time. It was the Actors Guild of Lexington. And we also had a major donor in the Lexington area. Her name was Lucy Little. There are several rooms on University campus, a library named after her. She donated millions of dollars to the arts throughout her life. She also had a $110,000 annual pass-through that she would give to the Arts Council to provide 11 organizations $10,000 apiece during the fiscal year. And the Actors Guild of Lexington produced a show called Lolita, which many of you may recognize as a show that has a subject matter of a underage girl who has a romantic relationship with an older gentleman. And Miss Little went to this performance and was livid when she walked out. Had no clue what the play was about, was infuriated, and yanked all future funding from the Actors Guild of Lexington. They were never able to bring her back on board as a leading donor, but they had several donors stand together and provide that funding that they had lost from Miss Little. I think it's a touchy ground when you start considering how your funders will feel about your programs, because then I wonder if you do sell yourself out and really question what your season is going to be like, rather than to present the work, what we say, arts for art's sake. So I struggle with that as a fundraiser and an arts administrator, where that fine line is. I think that knowing your audience, knowing your constituents, and having a good handle on your organizational finances can help guide you. So that would be my thoughts on censorship and working through that as an arts administrator. Thank you.